Hello, welcome back to God Given. I'm Terry Temple. Today I want to quickly share with you the food that you should avoid if you have diabetes or arthritis. If you have rheumatoid arthritis or diabetes, you definitely want to avoid this food as it could greatly impact your health in a negative manner. And so it can cause you to end up in a wheelchair or to have diabetes complications such as losing one of your limbs, your foot or leg. And so this food is very dangerous. It's very popular. People love it. I love eating it. It's very good, tastes very delicious, and it's everywhere around us. And that food is bread. BREAD. Bread is a very bad food because the carbohydrate content is so high. It's a very bad food. It causes extreme inflammation, especially if you have diabetes or arthritis. It basically causes inflammation for everyone because it's very unhealthy. And so even if someone doesn't have a health problem, eating bread is not good. It's very unhealthy. I heard someone say, a health expert say, eat white bread, the sooner you're dead. I know it sounds severe, but there's some truth in there that, we want to avoid it. We want to avoid eating white bread or any type of bread. It's really not good for you. In excess especially. Doesn't mean you can't eat it in small quantities, but you want to be careful. And so basically I remember about 10 years ago, probably a little longer, wasn't long after I had broke my leg. This was in 2008. I broke my leg, and about a year after, it was hard for me to walk. I basically had to be on a walker to be able to walk. And so the leg I had broke, all of a sudden it got really inflamed and it hurt really, really bad for me to put any weight on it. And so I went to the doctor, the one who had did the surgery on my leg, and he didn't give me any information or anything. And so I left his office crying. I left his office in tears. My heart was shattered. And so I did some research on my own. God blessed me to come across this lady on YouTube. And so I want to repay the favor. But God blessed me to come across this lady on YouTube. I can't find her channel. I wish I could. But anyway, somewhere in her video, she mentioned bread and how it could cause arthritis. And so I quit eating bread, and 30 days later, after avoiding bread, I was able to walk again without a walker or without a cane. So I'm forever grateful to the lady and to God. And so I just want to return the favor, because there are women even under 65 years old who can't walk, or who are in a walker or on the little scooter or a wheelchair, and they don't know that it's because they're eating bread. Also, if you have diabetes, this bread, it will increase your glucose so high where it can cause major problems with your blood sugar, where it can lead people to having to have their legs amputated or their foot amputated. And so I know they give you medication, especially if you have diabetes, that tell you you can eat basically whatever you want, but that's not good advice. It's better to get fit, take care of yourself, and get off of the diabetes medication. Eat healthy. It's better to eat healthy all the time. A lot of times people get sick. We get sick because we've been eating too much junk food, and our society, our food industry, government is partly to blame, hugely to blame, because they put this unhealthy stuff, they kind of push it on us, especially the fast food industry. And so when you eat healthy, which is eating bread, minimal amount of bread, then your health won't be so affected. And so that's why I just want to say, just watch this bread. It will destroy your health. Watch the bread, white bread, even this wheat bread that you find at the regular grocery store like Walmart or Kroger's. That bread is not healthy either. And so instead what I do, so I don't want to just give the problem, I want to give the solution. One of the things you could do if you love bread like I do, because I love bread, One thing I do is I eat Ezekiel bread, which really isn't bread, it's grains. It has no flour in it, and it's grains. And I basically can eat, or I eat about half a slice of Ezekiel bread almost every day, or every other day, or 2 to 3 days a week with no problems. And it tastes just like regular bread. I can put butter on it, I can put jam on it, and jelly, cheese, whatever I want on this bread. Every once in a while, I'll eat a sandwich with some white bread. It's usually potato bread. I love potato bread, but that's rare. I do that maybe once a month. And so that's what you got to do when you have diabetes or arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, because they are damaging to your health, and our society in general. They're not going to tell us. They would rather give us medications to stop the symptoms instead of helping us to get well. And so I heard Dr. Becker say, he's a regular doctor, he has an MD, and he said that the mainstream medicine doesn't heal. They only keep us going until real healing occurs. And so I want to get well. I'm sure you do too. We want to get well. I don't just want a Band-Aid. I don't want just a pill. I want to be well. And one thing I learned about being sick, because I've been sick most of my life because I was born into poverty, abused, on. And so I have health problems because of it. But God always sees me through every single time. He heals me. A lot of these illnesses, especially when I got my weight under control, they go into remission. The pre-diabetes, the rheumatoid arthritis. I haven't had any rheumatoid arthritis symptoms in probably about a year now. And that's because I'm taking care of myself. And so being on a healthy lifestyle diet is really the way we should eat anyway. So when people say, oh, I'm on a diet, I got to lose weight, that's really the way we should be eating all along. Because our society that we live in, especially in America, the food industry has made junk food a part of our everyday life, and we don't even know it. We go to the grocery store, even our homemade meals sometimes are unhealthy. It's junk food. Because this is what our society, our food industry has done to us, all for profit. And so we have to be proactive and take care of ourselves. If you have any questions, you had anything happen to you with diabetes or arthritis, if anything that has helped you, feel free to share here on God Given. All right. See you later. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Chat with you later. Bye-bye.